Hey everyone, welcome to Budget Audio Reviews. Today I'll be bringing you the TRN BA5 for a second review. This is after about maybe more than a week that I'm on this guy regularly every night for a few hours and going to work. So today especially I took time to focus on the TRN BA5, traveling to work back and forth, going to a couple of places. And I'm trying to see how this guy works as a daily driver, and also with the types of music that it probably will excel at and some that will not excel at. So let's dive in straight away in terms of the isolation, the sound isolation. These guys are great when you're listening to them indoors, but when you're traveling outside, you are getting about maybe 80% isolation. So it can be a good thing that you are able to hear the environment around you. So you still can hear the traffic, you can hear the train, but what happens with a bit of leakage of outside noise is it cuts off the bass of the earphones a little bit. Other than that, you still get very good clarity in the music. You still get all the nice sound separation. You get all the good imaging and the soundstage as you're traveling outside with these guys. There are no microphonics to the cables. So the cables, even though when it slaps around your body and it moves around, you will not hear any crinkling noises or shuffling noises through the earphones. Next thing would be, I just want to highlight the fact that these guys are again supremely comfortable to have on for a really long time. So I can have an entire 45 minutes journey with these guys on my ears, even after a long day at work. I work in the gym, I'm a personal trainer. So even after a whole day's worth of really loud music inside the gym, these guys are still extremely pleasurable to have on and listen to my kind of music instead of the loud gym music. Yeah. So today I will also share with you with regards to the kind of music that I've been playing on the TRN to see whether it can excel at playing those kinds of songs. So I'll just bring my phone over. Let's get the camera focused a little bit. Okay. So I started off with actually today I wanted to focus on rock songs because the last time around I realized that the BA5 is not able to play rock or metal very well. So I tried a few genres of rock and metal. I started with ex-Japan ballads here. They sounded okay, but I thought maybe it's just the kind of songs that that's on these ballads here that I thought didn't sound very good on the BA5. Somehow I thought, like Forever Love and Crucify My Love, I heard that the vocals are a little bit somehow strange enough muffled. It could be because I was in the train, but it's just my my perception when I listen to these guys here. And let me move on to the next one that I tried listening to, which is either of these two, Dokken. I started with Dokken, Alone Again, a really classic song, which is Alone Again. It could drive Alone Again okay, but you know there was no kick on Alone Again today when I listened to it. So I do think that the BA5 is highly dependent on the recording quality. So the recording quality of let me just get the camera back in focus. Okay, cool. Let me just get off camera and on camera again. Okay. And what I did realize was it was the quality of the recording that mattered a lot. So between Dokken and Primal Fear, somehow these two records, or even up to Loudness, it couldn't play very, very well. So Soldier of Fortune was okay until I hit Racer X on technical difficulties. Then the BA5 really shone on these guys here. So in terms of rock and metal, the BA5 is highly dependent on the recording quality of the album. Okay, So I will come back here again. So from Japan, Dokken, Primal Fear to Loudness here, the recording somehow I couldn't get the punch out of the music, but the moment I hit Racer X on technical difficulties, especially on technical difficulties and Mistreater, then I got a good kick out of the music. You had really good punch on the music. Other than that, it sounded kind of flat. And then when it came to Metallica, Hardwired, yes, this is a very well recorded album, and I can really enjoy Metallica, and got some good head banging in the train. And then when I moved to Yingyu Malmsteen on Inspiration, it sounded alright. I thought it could play Gates of Babylon really well. And which one's the other one? The Sails of Sharon. Yep. So this album is still good to play on the BA5. The recording was good. In terms of the especially I think the bass lines are very important. Yeah, so I could not enjoy X Japan somehow. I could not enjoy Dokken. I could not enjoy Primal Fear. I could not enjoy Loudness. This is a really old album. This was like real 80s kind of recording, so maybe that's really bad recording. Also, one thing to note is you need to pump the volume up really high on Loudness. Yes, you need to punch that volume up a lot higher, way above 60%, maybe 75% plus, to get Soldier of Fortune playing really well on the earphones. But technical difficulties had no problem. The quality of this recording is really, really good. The drums really stood out for technical difficulties. Metallica is fantastic on this one. Hardwired, the Self Destruct, very excellent album. Very crunchy guitars, good bass lines, good drums. You heard everything. Cymbals were nice. You were able to hear the crashes of the cymbal ring real well in the background. And I camped on Prince of Egypt because I wanted to hear how Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston sounded on the Prince of Egypt soundtrack. It sounded good, but maybe because I was outdoors, so I was getting a lot of outside sound coming in, a lot of outside sound leak into my ears, and I couldn't really enjoy the vocals of Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston. So I want to try again and listen to this track indoors and see how I can pick up the details of their voices. Again, once I hit Prince of Egypt album, I had to drop the volume back down to about 60%. As compared to the earlier albums, I had to punch the volume up a little bit higher. Deliver Us, yes, Deliver Us stood out real well. Deliver Us is a highly complex song because you had solo vocals and you had choral voices as well in the background. So I thought Deliver Us, you could get your goosebumps going on this song here when you listen to Deliver Us. And the BA5 was able to, again, deliver very well on the vocals here, even though I was outdoors. Maybe I cheated because I enjoyed how the song started. Halfway I started punching the volume up a little bit more, and therefore isolating the outside noise. And finally I went to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and just tried to get What's Up Danger going. Yes, this was really good because I was almost home and I was inside the lift, and I got the isolation of the lift, and therefore the bass lines when the song started, it really reverberated in the headphones, which is very, very good. So I just want to wind up this review under 10 minutes plus or so. The BA5 is a very entertaining pair of earphones. You can play almost any genres on the TRN BA5, but you have to be very patient with older rock tracks, rock music, older heavy metal music. It depends on the recording. So these guys are not so forgiving on the kind of recording. If the recording is not so good, then you will hear it being lacking. But if the recording is good, yes, it will shine. Bass line will punch, bass guitars are good, the crunchiness of the distortion guitars, you will enjoy a lot of your heavy metal songs. What I do love about the TRN BA5 is that the bass is not overpowering. I think, again, with age, as mentioned in the previous video, is that I start to enjoy bass for what it is and not bass as the only thing. So the BA5 is able to do that for you. And in terms of the other genres of music, clearly it will do very well, like folk music, classical music, just purely guitars and a few instruments. If it's just purely guitars and a couple of instruments, these guys will shine very, very well, and you will definitely enjoy your music in terms of the clarity of the guitars, the separation and the imaging of the music and where the instruments are. You will definitely enjoy this. I do find that female vocals really shine well on the BA5. For male vocals, it depends. Michael Bublé didn't sound very good here, although Elvis did sound very good on these earphones. And I'll just wrap up again in terms of the comfort of the BA5. These guys are extremely comfortable. You can wear these for many hours without any kind of strain. Sometimes I can go on these for 4 hours at night in a row from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. with zero fatigue, zero hot spots along these areas here that's against the ears. So, and the weight as well, it's not heavy. You don't feel it bearing down on your ears, and it's super comfortable. The only gripe I have is on my left ear. It's probably just my ear. This guy's here, it doesn't hook well on my ears. It tends to kind of stick outside of my ears this way for some reason. It's not looped over well. Might be the memory wire here, but other than that, these guys do very well. So thanks so much, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with Budget Audio Reviews. Do hit that like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Thanks again. See you again real soon.